welcome back to the final fabulous segment here on CityLine. If you had a chance to take a peek at the wide shot, you got to see my next two guests. And if you kind of went, I know them, then you are in good company. This is a gathering of poets and the Wild Rose Orchestra. So Burl Battersby, you are the executive editor and producer of A Gathering of Poets. I love the work you do.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Oh my gosh. You are the highlight of LinkedIn for me. Because everybody there is professional, and I can't really tell if they do the arts, but when you like something or post something, I'm like, yes, I do fit in.
Yeah, it's not a place that I normally post, so I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that.
This handsome man in the corner, Nick Daniel, you are a composer and musician for the Wild Rose Orchestra. Welcome back, Nick.
It's good to be here.
It's good to have you here. You are just a delight.
I'm a fan.
Well, I'm a fan of you, buddy. Okay, so let's talk about what have you been up to since you were on the couch in April for National Poetry Month?
Great. So thank you. There have been a lot of things that we've been doing every month. And one of the things that it was great to have Mari on the couch, segue to have the Tacoma Poet Laureate here, because the Tacoma literary art scene is so rich. And so we're a part of that ecosystem, if you will. And monthly we have Gathering of Poets events at the Swayze Library, and those are very well attended. We also are a partner in a lot of programming with other organizations and also just supporting other organizations. So I'd like to point out that Creative Colloquy has done an amazing job with, they have a poets, sorry, it is the Ports of Poets.
Yes.
Tacoma Ports of Poets, which is a writing group that's starting, and I'm really excited to be a part of that and to see where that takes us.
And I thought Nutter Butter was hard to say. I'm glad that you stumble over those things too. Tell us about what is the Wild Rose Project, and Nick is gonna play us out. But where can we hear them play outside of our studio?
Great. Well, so starting with how we started.
Yeah.
So Nick and I met at the Arts at the Armory last year, and there's a little bit here in the segment of the 253 that I wanted to share also. But Nick and I met at the Arts at the Armory event. We got to talking, and I was talking about poetry, and he was talking about music, and it was like that commercial with the chocolate and the peanut butter together.
That was an M&M commercial. Yes. That's right.
And we realized that we had both part of a puzzle that we needed to put together. So we started this conversation, and with Nick's involvement in organizing the band, the Wild Rose Orchestra, a moving orchestra, has been formed, and we will be performing this Sunday, September 7th, at the Garden Stage event, and it's going to be 12 to 4. It's at 1015 South Pine Street.
There it is.
And it is, again, between 12 and 4. So the Wild Rose Project will be playing, and we'll have a poetry open mic also.
I love that.
Poets are encouraged to come and join us, and we'll have open mic between the music for the poets to be able to get involved in that as well.
What more could you want for your afternoon than that?
Exactly. It's going to be a great, great event.
I mean, talk about overflow in the soul. How can folks get involved, and if they want to share their poems, how do we do that?
Great. So as I had mentioned, that this Sunday is the very first one for September. We also have our Gathering of Poets, and that is something that is always at Swayze Library, and the next one for September is the 24th, 6 to 7:30. It's an open opportunity to come read your poetry. Tacoma Arts Month studio tours and other events happening in October. We kick off with the Creative Colloquy Crawl, location to be determined, but we will be doing Voices of Tacoma at that on October 7th. The Tacoma Arts Month studio tour is our 1-year anniversary of the launch of the anthology. And as you remember, we launched at 4 different locations, 4 different Tacoma Public Library branches. This year we'll be in the Carnegie Cascade Room. And then we have our October Gathering of Poets on the 22nd.
I love that. Okay, before I throw it to Nick and he breaks out some groovy tune. Tell us about analog poems.
Analog Poems is something that was a spin-off of our Gathering of Poets. And what you see on the screen here is a Gathering of Poets event that we did at Swayze. And the Analog Poems, we realized that we wanted to put our work on paper, and we weren't going to publish it necessarily right away. So we wanted to have a zine. So every month we create a zine of the poetry from this event, but it's open to any poets, and it's a rolling open submission process. So any poets who are interested in submitting their work can just email a gatheringofpoets@gmail.com. We ask that the poems stay to about a page length, so that we have that.
There we go.
Yeah.
You know, write a poem and they will come.
Exactly.
I want to say thank you for being here today. And I'm going to say goodbye to our audience. And then Nick, I'm going to say to you, take it away. Are you ready? Not yet. That wraps up another great segment of CityLine. We've given you some wonderful things to think about in this great city. So go out there, be a part of the tapestry, and above all, pay it forward. And when you come back, as always, we'll be waiting for you right here at CityLine. All right, Mr. Nick, it's all you.
It was she, a wild rose in her arboretum. Happy young girl watches petals unfurl in the early morning in spring. Green bushy leaves birth forth, a flower stands up in warmth. Birds begin to sing, oh, birds begin to sing. To have been there when you were young, a smile on your face. In my prayer I can see you again, but the sunset leaves no trace. The sunset leaves no trace. See your sparkling eyes, or imagine it so, just beyond where the wild rose grows. 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 It was she, a wild rose in her arboretum. Happy young girl watches petals unfurl in the early morning in spring. Green bushy leaves birth forth, a flower stands up in warmth. Birds begin to sing, oh, birds begin to sing. To see your sparkling eyes, or imagine it so, just beyond where the wild rose grows. Just beyond